This episode is brought to you by Kia's first 3-row all-electric SUV, the Kia EV9, with available all-wheel drive and seating for up to 7 adults, with a 0 to 60 speed that thrills you 1 minute, and available reclining lounge seats that unwind you the next. Visit kia.com/EV9 to learn more. Ask your Kia dealer for availability. No system, no matter how advanced, can compensate for all driver error and or driving conditions. Always drive safely.
Join me, 48 Hours correspondent Erin Moriarty, on my podcast, My Life of Crime, as I take on true crime investigations like no other. This season, I'm looking into the labyrinth of crime and secrets within families. I'm cutting straight to the evidence and talking to the people directly involved, including investigators and the families of victims. Listen to My Life of Crime with Erin Moriarty wherever you get your podcasts.
This episode is brought to you by Seed. Seed's DSO1 is a 2-in-1 probiotic and prebiotic designed for whole body health. Formulated with 24 clinically and scientifically studied strains, DSO1 offers benefits in and beyond the gut. See why DSO1 is the probiotic recommended by top doctors and nutritionists. Go to seed.com/Spotify for 25% off Seed's DSO1 Daily Symbiotic.
Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show, and in today's episode, so I wanted to talk on this video that I saw on Twitter today because I feel that it's going to start up some debates. Overall, people are going to have their fair share of words, to say about this matter and things. But anyways, so the video starts off with this woman walking up on this guy and asking him, would you date somebody that is plus size? Now, here's the thing. I think there needs to be more of an elaboration, surrounding that question, because there's two different types of plus size people. You got the plus size people that move around just like anybody else, and then you got the plus size people where they're confined to a bed. They need a wheelchair. They need a walker. They're eating 4 to 5 plates of whatever food for breakfast, and you would think like you have 4 to 5 plates of food throughout the day and half of the next day. It trips me out, man, how it's like there's people in this world that eats more than me within a day, and it's like the first couple of hours of the day. Like, not even couple, like first hour, first 30 minutes. Like, and that's one show that I watch frequently is My 600 Pound Life. And fam, when I tell you guys, like, if for those that have never sat down and watched that show, watch that show, because you will see some things on there that is unheard of. Like, I think I've talked on it a little bit, but fam, like, just naming some of the episodes, like, there was the one woman, she had, like, I think maggots growing, like not growing, but was like they were on her. I know that's a little, like, might make some people a little woozy and things, but yeah, there's like that level of plus size, and then there's somebody that's like it ain't even really like they're not really plus size, like they're just thick, I guess, but and see, here's the thing where there's like, I feel like there's even different levels to like thickness. There's like that beginning level where it's like you look skinny, but you do have some curves and stuff. And then there's like that like medium like area and things where it's like, you're just thick. And then there's like, then there's like that, like, I guess like the last form of thickness, if I could use some Dragon Ball Z. I'm trying to say things that's not going to come off as offensive, so bear with me throughout this podcast. This episode's a challenge, bro, because I tried doing this as an episode, then I tried doing it in a YouTube video, and it's hard to say things about somebody's weight and then not say something offensive. Like, and it's not that I want to say something offensive, it's just that I guess the way that I word stuff, like, I'll get so carried away with talking on things, and then I'll word something and I'm thinking to myself like, nope, that's not gonna slide with people. So, but anyways, so But yeah, like that TV show, My 600 Pound Life, I'm like, fam, it concerns me as a person where if I get into a relationship with somebody, like I go and I'm dedicating my life to whoever this woman is, and then out of nowhere, she just starts gaining a lot of weight. My thing is this: I feel like me as a significant other, I gotta protect this woman from all things around us. So some things may seem good, some things may seem bad. We ain't gonna know until we cross that bridge. But I feel that when you get to an unhealthy amount of weight, it's like, fam, you gotta work on that, because there's a lot of like consequences when you get to an unhealthy amount. Now, I know there's people out there where it's all like, well, what is that unhealthy amount? The unhealthy amount is when you can't get out of bed. You confined to a bed. Like, you need a, like, and the thing is this, and I know people are gonna be all like, well, there's so many people across the world that, confined to like beds, wheelchairs, and walkers and all that. Yeah, but usually there's something wrong on why they are confined to a bed and walkers and wheelchairs and all those sorts. But when you're like 700, 800 pounds and you're like my height, fam, that's not good on your body. That ain't good on your body at all. And I'm under 6 feet tall, so it's like, I can imagine, yeah, when you're somebody like Big Show and things, and the thing was this though, he was 500 pounds, but he was 500 pounds of muscle. That man was putting on weight, but he can move, he can live, he can go around, do whatever he needed to do. That man was getting around. So something like that, okay. But if it's just 600-700 pounds of no muscle, yeah, bro, like that's unhealthy. That's unhealthy. That's weight. And even him throughout the years, he's lost weight. I think now he's like 300 and something, but he's still tall. But yeah, it makes sense. Like, he's tall, but he's still got like some muscle to him. He be hitting the gym. But people need to understand though, where it's like, I guess because some people are like, oh, okay, so what you're saying is that I can be at that weight and still have muscles. No, whatever height you are, there's a weight class that you have to like stay in. And so I guess for me, it's like, yeah, my thing is this: I want to be big and buff, but at the same time, I don't want it to be to a point where it's like my arms are like I'm walking around like SpongeBob and things, So even then, where it's like it could be like a plus size of like muscle and then a plus size of just fat. I guess I didn't want to use the word fat, but it's yeah, I can't really hide around it and stuff. Like, I was trying to avoid it, but I'm like, yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, I guess due to this, I'm just gonna be honest with you guys, because I think there's some people out there where they enjoy being like an unhealthy plus size and stuff. So I feel that that's how the question should have been asked in that video: is, would you date somebody that's at an unhealthy plus size, like, level in life and things? And I know people are gonna probably be wondering, like, what will my answer be in a question like that? And I know, like, cause so if she had been asking me like how she asked a guy in that video, where she had said, would you have dated somebody plus size? My answer would be yes, but at the same time, it has to be at a healthy plus size. Like, yeah, if you thick, you thick. Like, it could be genetics, it could just be, how you eat. But if you're eating an unhealthy amount of food, and then now we sitting in the office with Dr. Now, for those that do watch My 600 Pound Life, and he's looking at me because he's calling me the enabler, and I'm like, fam, I don't know what to do, because I'm like, I don't want to deal with no argument, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. So that's why I'm like, I'm not trying to be in no situation like that. I would like to, be able to provide help and things, because I'm saying that, like, at least for me, I'm like, when we in a relationship, I'm like, we in this together. I'm like, when we unsigned our lives off, we got married, kids, all that. And that's another thing where it's like, to get a little dark on you guys, I'm not trying to have it where I wake up and it just feels like any other normal day. Now I'm planning funeral arrangements because she passed away in her sleep because of her weight and stuff. That's not something. And then it's like, then okay, then let's throw it in there to make it even more dark. We got kids. Now I gotta explain to the kids like what happened, to their mom and things, and that's not a conversation I don't think nobody wants to have. So there's a lot of like negatives with that and things. But I'm saying, like, if it's at an amount where it's like she could get out of bed, she could go on about her lives. Like, I'm not saying she gotta go around be doing acrobatic and backflips and gymnastic type stuff, but I'm just saying, like, you know, you could get around. Like, if some stuff were to go down, zombie apocalypse happens, you right there by my side. But it ain't on some stuff where it's like, oh, I gotta, like, you know, wheel your wheelchair and things up some hill or do some other crazy random stuff. Yeah, I'm not with that, you know? So it's like, I'm saying zombie apocalypse, I'm like, nah, fam, I ain't trying to have it where the zombies is out there eating good and stuff. Like, no, that ain't gonna be you. So yeah, I'm just, in jokes aside, all I'm saying is that, you know, if it's at an unhealthy amount, then okay, we gotta work on that. But if it's at a healthy, well, like, and that's the thing, I know there's people out there where they're all like, oh, they want their girls looking like a stick. Even being too skinny is like unhealthy, you know? Because me, it's like, I feel like throughout my whole life, fam, I have always tried to put on weight. But that's the thing, I'm an active person and my metabolism is Usain Bolt. Like, so it's just that it's one of those things where it's like, I try, but it's like, I would have to say for myself that I'm not at an unhealthy weight. I would say that I'm small, but I'm like, yeah, that's usually how skinny people are and things. Like, and if I like show people pictures of my parents and they're like, when they were my age, fam, they look the same way. Like, when my parents, like, they show me like pictures of themselves when they were my age, I was like, fam, like, yeah, now I can see why me and my sister have, like, you know, our body styles and stuff. We can eat a bunch of different food, and then yeah, we gain like maybe 1 pound. That's literally been my like my family, where it's like we can eat all this different food. All right, so let me just lay out, you know, an example. Let's say it's the day before Thanksgiving, right? Day before Thanksgiving, we're all like, oh, well, we gotta go over to this family member's house and eat some food. So we'll go over there, eat some turkey, come back home. I'm probably gonna have me some popcorn chicken, you know, just to end the night off, and then wake up next morning, probably have me a couple of bacon and egg sandwiches from wherever, you know, and then, but no, Thanksgiving morning. And then, like, at some point in time when the Thanksgiving food is all done and over with, might have me some turkey afterwards. Then later on that night, probably have me another, you know, or the rest of the popcorn chicken in the bag and stuff, because I be getting those bags and things. That popcorn chicken, it depending on it, where, like how it's made, it slaps sometimes. All right, so, but no, the thing is this, I could eat all that, probably have me some protein bars and some other foods and all these other different things, and I gain like 1 pound. And that's the thing where it's all like, fam, like, I'm over here, I was like at maybe, what was my like top weight? I feel like my top weight was like at 145, and I lost like 2-3 pounds, you know? So it's like, but that's the thing, it's like, I'm not like a super large person. I'm not like I'm like tall or anything. It's like, I'm 5'8". I think the last time I had measured myself, yeah, I'm 5'8". So it's like, I guess like for me, you know, like, it might be normal, but like, I am like trying to put on more weight and stuff, like, cause no, I remember last year when I had COVID, I lost 10 pounds. I ended up, you know, it took me a year to put the 10 pounds back, bruh. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, bro, my metabolism, there's multiple different speeds that's like extremely fast. You know, you got light, where it's like you could turn the light off fast. Don't even, you know, like at times you don't even see when the light turns out. You know, it's like, bro, what just happened? You know, then there's a jet flying through the sky and you're all like, what was that? What's this loud noise? Oh my God, oh, that was a jet. Oh wow. And then there's my metabolism, where I can eat some food and it literally just disintegrates. I don't know what happens to my food when it gets into my system. But yeah, it's like, you know, if you have a fast metabolism, then yeah. But it's like, that's the thing though, where it's like, that's something that I have seen a lot, especially with black men. When you see them in their younger days, and then when you see them in their older days, they can put on some weight. You know, and I'm like, fam, like, just to name off a couple of people for an example, Martin Lawrence, Will Smith. I'm like, yeah, the stars of Bad Boys. When you see those guys in the first Bad Boys back in like 90 something, yeah, that's when they were in their prime. That's when they were like in their 20s pushing 30s, or maybe in their early 30s, however old they were. But that was them in their prime. And then you see these guys now, it's like they 40, 50-year-old men, and it's like, yeah, you know, that all that eating. So that's I think how it's gonna be for me. If not, then yeah, I'm probably just gonna have the same body structure, you know, for the rest, unless, I don't know, I change the way that I eat and just eat like a bunch of like like big food. I don't know what to call it, but anyways, but yeah, I'm like, bro, I don't, it's not like I be eating like very little amounts of food. Like right now I feel full because earlier I had me some ramen noodles and 2 protein bars, and I'm like, bro, I feel full off of that. And so it was like, that's why I'm like, it trips me out, man. It really, it trips me. And then watch, I'm gonna go weigh myself, and it's all like, oh, you lost more weight, and I'm like, fam, I don't get how I eat and I lose weight. It don't make no sense to me. But yeah, if you're living a lifestyle like that and then you eating some food, okay, but it's like, at least make sure you're eating healthy amounts, because it's like, okay, you're eating too much sugar, then you're gonna end up being. This is literally something that I was just talking to my dad about, because like, no, me and him, we were sitting down, because that's something that I had cut out, is sugar based food and stuff. So like, yeah, like candy, sodas, Red Bulls, bro. Like in this past, hasn't even been a full year, but it's like, and just in this past time, like I've changed my diet so much to where it's like, yeah, I'm eating more. I wouldn't necessarily say like all of the options I eat are healthy, but it's like there's some things that I've cut out in my life where it's like, yeah, like I had to cut those things out, otherwise it was gonna catch up to me and things. And so anyways, but no, like it was like maybe in the beginning of last year, because no, I remember it was in the beginning of last year I cut out like all candy and stuff. And I think I remember it was like one of the first few times I had ate some candy was in the premiere of the Batman, and I think I had got me some Mike and Ike's, and that was like the one and only time, I think, until it was like up until like Halloween, I think. And then that's when I had me some more candy. And then it was at some point in time I was thinking to myself, I'm like, I want to cut out sugary drinks. So then it was like maybe December, January, I started. It was like, yeah, so it was like I told myself, okay, done with the Red Bulls, gonna go find something else to drink. No, because actually, no, that's what I was drinking were the C4 energy drinks. So it's still an energy drink, but like it ain't got all that sugar in it, because I think, yeah, C4 energy drinks, they they don't have like no added in sugar or anything. So I was like, okay, cool, I found like a substitution for the energy drinks. Then it was with the sodas. The sodas was a little bit hard and stuff. So I was all like, dang, bro, what can I like find, to substitute? So I was thinking like maybe apple juice, but I'm like, nah, apple juice got a lot of sugar in it. And then I was all like, okay, well, let me see. Found some 0-calorie Gatorade, and I'm like, bro, I've just been drinking on that. And then I still drink apple juice. I feel like juice is okay, I guess, I don't know. But anyways, but yeah, it's like, it's one of those things where it's gonna seem hard, but at the same time, like, it can be achievable. So I'm saying this is coming, and I know people gonna probably be all like, oh, well, you're skinny, so it don't matter. Yeah, that's the thing where it's like, no, it does matter, because I could have been eating like this 10, 15, 20 years from now, and then I'm putting on like, an extra 100 pounds, and I'm sitting there trying to like figure out, bro, how did I get to this weight? And it ain't even muscle. So now I gotta start hitting the gym, up in the gym, sweating, looking crazy and all that stuff. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, people, you gotta pay attention to your health. You gotta pay attention to your diet, because if not, you're gonna find yourself in a situation where you look up one day, you 600 pounds, and there's a bunch of what channel does my 600-pound life come on? Hold on for a second. Let me see real quick. My 600-pound life television. All right, so let's just click on that. It does Discovery. Is it Discovery? No, TLC. Yeah, you got like a bunch of cameras at the TLC headquarters following you around, trying to see what your day-to-day lives is. And I'm not trying to have it where I'm at that weight and I got it where it's like, oh, there's like a caretaker got like a scrubber thing treating me like I'm a Honda Civic, cleaning the side of my body or stuff, or what else have they done on that show? Yeah, Dr. Now, he's sitting there roasting me right there in front of my face. I can't do nothing. It's not like I can get up and chase him. Yeah, now I can get up and chase that man if he were to roast me, but it's like, yeah, let's years down the road, and it's like I ain't got to that weight, and it's like I'm over here breathing, got all these issues and pains going on throughout my body. I'm telling you that some of those episodes you be feeling sorry for those people, because it's like, dang, man. But it's like, I know they be saying like at times they be having like food addictions, and then there's at times where it's like the reason why that they eat is because they might have gone through something crazy in their life. I ain't gonna get into details on what, but it'll be some dark stuff. And then there's all like they find like food as like a comfort thing, and I'm like, look, food can be comforting at times, but eat when you're hungry. Don't eat because it's like, fine, you gotta find something else that's gonna comfort you. You know, it's like, and if I gotta do like a whole podcast episode trying to find things, because I ain't gonna know. Like, I don't know what people want and need and stuff. So that's why it's like, you gotta find something that's a little bit more healthier, that's comforting and stuff. And so you ain't finding yourself in a situation where you out there struggling at a, plus size and things. So. But anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for the next episode, and peace.